Hi, it's Mama Rose, and today is the 18th of March, 2020, and I came up with kind of a new concoction, and so I want to kind of, I shouldn't call it a concoction, but anyways, I came up with a new idea. Last night, I did some videos on a cannoli pancake, and I have those in the refrigerator. But let me grab my other one I just did right here. This is, I guess you could call this a tuna pancake, but you can eat it just holding it like this. And because Mark and I like to take drives, that's a good thing to do, and I bet you it's even good cold. That's a little bit warm. And what I did is I have lots of tuna in my cupboard. And of course, this is, you know, one of the days that we're not going to be going anywhere, so I kind of thought, let me look in my cupboard and see what I have I can make a new creation with. So I made some tuna. If you're keto, then you can do the celery and the onion. If you're carnivore, you might not want to do that, but I am carnivore pretty much, but I did do that anyway because I wanted the crunch and I wanted the flavor. I could have put pork rinds in here for some crunch if I wanted to. But anyway, that's how I did it. And I've got my little waffle makers. Oh, I got to plug them in. Let me go plug them in. Oh, my. Mark set me up a little plug station over here, so I got to plug those in. This is a really great thing to give the kids, too, and you can get them involved in it if you've got kids. There we go. Where they want to help you with the meal, and it helps them eat the things that you're eating instead of you making something for you and something for them. Now, I went ahead and just did my standard batter, and like I've mentioned before, this is like a $20 Farberware food processor. It grates up my cheese, and it chops up all my stuff. Now, what I did on this is I did make a batter that I'm going to use, as you're going to see, to make my little deal here. And then I put the tuna in it. Now I do a savory one with the cannoli, and you can do it with a lemon curd or just anything at all. I thought about having asparagus is on sale right now. You could do little asparagus wraps. As soon as these come out, you can wrap them up and put the asparagus in them, or slice that up and put it in the middle. The sky is the limit. So anyway, I do have this here, this batter here, and I use a spoon to put it onto my sheet. Now, on the one that I made this with, this is my first one making a savory. I did use some other ingredients to snap it up a little bit. I use this because I'm trying to get some extra collagen because my nails started to split and get heavy ridges, especially in one of them. And so I know that when I was doing collagen before, when I was doing bulletproof coffee in the morning, I was putting butter and I was putting collagen powder in and everything. Oh boy, my hair is still pretty much okay, but my nails were doing good. I just felt like my skin was a lot more elastic. And so I'm going to go back to doing some of the collagen, and I found this on sale, and so I'm good. I went ahead and got that. And so I put a scoop of that in, and a scoop of my butter powder in, and I put a little pinch of my sweetener in there, and I'm not going to do that again. So that was my first batch. And then I did 1/2 cup of organic mozzarella cheese and 1 egg. And I made that first batter that I made this out of right here. And it's really good, but I'm going to try doing it plainer, especially now because, you know, supplies are low, and hopefully you've got some cheese of some kind, some mozzarella cheese. That would be something good to go out and get if you still haven't gotten everything you need. I'm sure that there's not a run on mozzarella cheese out there. So, but in my house, because of the way we eat, I always have lots of mozzarella cheese or some other cheese that you can substitute. The only thing is if you're doing it with a sweet dessert, then those cheeses are hard to overcome sometimes the taste of them, where mozzarella is very mild and it's easy to overcome the taste of the cheese and get the flavor that you're wanting to come across, whether it be a pumpkin spice flavor or just a vanilla flavor, something like that. But in this case, you could use a stronger cheese because we're doing the tuna, and that can go with all kinds of cheeses. But for today, we're just going to do that. Now, I haven't, I don't always, I'm going to go put this down right now. I don't always oil the pan up. Let's see if I can get this where you can see them good here. But because I've had the top closed, I'm just going to give it a quick little spritz. I don't think it's going to stick at all because there's so much cheese in here. You know what I am going to do though? On the other one, I know when I first did this, I noticed that there was a little black stuff in there. I don't know why. I'm just going to put a little cheese down like I do with my chaffle. So I've got a little bit more of a crunch on my little savory tuna pocket. That way if I don't eat it right away, maybe it'll get a little crunch. I'm just experimenting, you know, and that's what you got to do. You got to go, oh, that I like that idea, or gee, Rose showed me how to do that, and I liked it. Is this hot? Yeah. And then, or just, you know what, I don't like that at all. And you can let me know if you want to send me an email at kefirandcultured@gmail.com and let me know if you've tried something and how it worked. That would be awesome. And I can even try it and share it. So on the tuna, because this is new with me, I don't know, I'm just kind of, I tend to be a use your fingers kind of person. So if you could spread that around however you can and get the tuna in there, how much ever you want. And you could do this with breakfast foods. You could make pre-make a sausage patty and put it in here. You could pre-make a meatball patty, like, you know, season your meat for a meatball patty, and then do this and put a little sauce maybe on that meatball patty to get it, spread it easy, you know, and then set that in there, and then put your egg mixture on top, your egg cheese mixture on top, and you could make your own little pizzas to go. And believe me, I am going to do that, and I am going to post it. Sometimes I would put a little artichoke heart in there. I love artichoke heart with my pizza. So that seems like a good amount. I'm going to go ahead and close this. You know what? I wonder if I even have this on. I can't tell if it's on, off. It's on. Okay. Now it's on. I don't think I had the iron. I don't think these were on. But they heat up really, really fast. And if I haven't mentioned, I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to put, now this was just enough, the 1 egg. That's my standard chaffle recipe, and I think my standard, you know, filled pancake recipe is going to be the same thing. It's going to be 1/2 cup of mozzarella cheese and 1 egg, and that's it. And all I did to make it really thick so that I could do this with it instead of it being all loosey and just, you know, like a liquid, because that's all you get really if you just mixed it up, just big chunks of cheese like we do our chaffles, and that's okay. But this is kind of nice because it spreads out real evenly. So if you're going to do that, you just kind of spread that around a little so it closes. I'm going to have to I gave a little too much over here, so I'm going to get a spatula and get every little bite out of it, every little bit out of this. And you'd be surprised when you clean your bowls how much you get. And my sissy is a real freak about that, not wasting anything. Look at all I got. I mean, look, it's going to be way enough to cover that with. And because it's got the egg, it's going to kind of creep up over the tuna. And, you know, and what's nice about this is you can almost overfill it, and it's okay. It doesn't make too big of a mess. So I'm just going to very gently lower those, very, very gently. If you work it right, it's not going to overflow. So I wanted to mention these are the Dash Mini griddles. So I got one of these. I don't even know why. Yeah, I kind of overflowed this one big time. I forgot why I got one of these. Probably because they didn't have any of the waffle makers at one time. Now this you don't need, so then I got one of these to experiment with, and I thought, well, who knows if I'm ever going to use this. And this is what the box looks like. I'm going to get the box and show you. These are $9.99 at Bed Bath & Beyond. And if you have a 20% coupon, you know, it doesn't take a genius to do the math, that is going to be $7.99 plus tax. Now, I had a 10% coupon if you spent $30 or more. So I went ahead and I got 3 of these because I wanted to have an extra one. I wanted to have 2 so I could do 2 at a time. And then just in case somebody I know needs one, or I want to give one to my kids, that way I got 3. It cost me $30 for 3. I got one other thing that was like $2 so that I could spend $30. I'm not sure how strict they are about that. This is what I got because I'm always separating eggs. This right here will set on a dish or a glass. It's got a little thing here, and then I can break eggs. It was $1.99. I used to have one free when I sold Tupperware years ago. So if you do go to a Tupperware party, ask your Tupperware lady if they have those. But I had to spend it. So it actually cost me $23, and I got 3 of these. So whatever that is divided by 3, that was a pretty good deal. I can even afford to give them to people. So it looks like they're coming right along. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So now I'm going to get my plate. You got to be really careful when you do this because this is they are really hot. So I usually have a fork or something that I will use to help me. And I don't mean to put my arm in front, but now I got to get them out of here. So I just kind of flip it like that. They're pretty strong. See, I can really lift it. Pretty strong. Doesn't take, long for these to cook because all it is the egg and the cheese. And egg cooks really quick. It got stuck. That's all. There. Very good. Now, if you want to put it on a cooling rack, this would be the time, you know, that I would just go ahead and flip it over and just kind of help let it cool a little bit. And then you got your, now I'm going to taste this in a minute. But then you've got your little tuna pancake. Oh, I broke it. Was trying to show you how you could roll it. In fact, let me show you on these. I'm going to go get a bite here. Definitely don't want to put the sweetener in that again. Let's see, if I wanted to, I could put a piece of asparagus in there, roll that up. And if I didn't want to put the tuna in there, so many things you could do with it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. And you must, if you don't have one, get a mini dash waffle maker and a mini dash griddle. And there's all kinds of things that you can do with it. Now, I haven't tried just making like a bread with this so that I can just use this as a bread. But I am going to do stuff where I fill it with like, I don't usually get cold cuts, but any kind of sliced meat. If I make a turkey breast, I slice that up. Those are my cold cuts. I do them myself, so there's not a bunch of preservatives in them. We're going to be doing another roast in the sous vide this week, probably tomorrow. And we'll eat that the one night, and then I'll slice that all up, and we'll have that. And I go ahead and make roast beef, filled roast beef with this. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and you have a great rest of the day. Thanks.